on next pallet. Niggas really going up, better ask about it.
Alright guys, so now that we have them almost tightened, what you guys just gonna do is you're gonna want to tighten them in like a cross pattern. Never tighten in a circular pattern. I forget the logistics behind it, but it's like tighten it this way will put like more pressure to one side than whereas though if you cross it, it'll be spreading out the pressure evenly. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna tighten down one until I feel tight, and then we're gonna move on to the next one. And we're gonna do the same thing for all the bolts. This have 4. You know, I don't know if there are different model torque converters that have more, because as you see, this is like a universal converter, whereas they'll come with extra holes for different engines. So some engines might use 4, some might use more. I'm not a mechanic. I'm just starting out, so I can't really, you know, give you guys the definite. I can only tell you guys what I know so far. All right, we're gonna hit this last one off. This is unloosened. Okay, just my tool decided to have a malfunction. So just gonna switch that out. One thing you're gonna learn about this channel, it's always something. Always something. Okay, so now that's at the point where it's tight. So now what you wanna do is go back and cross bolt or cross check everything, make sure everything is nice and tight. And there you go. Now it's reattached. Chain looking good. So let's go ahead and start attaching this. So first you want to do is put on your spacer. Okay, and then after you get that, you get the back plate of the torque converter. I don't know what you would call this piece. It also comes with this brass ring right here. As you see, you want to slip this on here, and then again find that keyhole and match it up to the engine, and it'll slip right on. Now the next thing you want to do is you have to put the belt on before you continue. If you mess around and put this piece on and tighten everything down, you'll have to take everything apart and do this, because this has to go on at this step. Now, another thing I want to say is I've been getting told that the flat side of the belt has to go against the engine. So for you guys who don't know, which I couldn't even tell, if you look at the belt at the top, it's like coming towards me, but the back is going like up and down. So the flat side would be this side over here, this side over here, and then the side that wants to go away from the engine is this side. So the way we will be putting this on is this way. I guess words up, not down, for me at least. So what you want to do is put it on the back wheel first, and then you want to pinch it at the front and just squeeze the belt onto the front belt. If you did it correct, you should get some spin, and that's how you know it's on. Now the next piece you got to throw on is this cylinder piece. I don't know what you would call it, but again, everything is keyed, so if you don't line it up correctly, it will not fit. Now this piece, the coil spring thing, this is keyed to this circle thing, so as long as you line up the 4 holes, it should, you know, fit perfect. You're gonna put that on there, and then the final piece, remember, everything has to line up. Everything. Now, even with this final bolt, there's a keyhole, if I could find it. As you can see, if I do it like this, it don't fit. But as soon as I find the keyhole, it goes right into the hole. Now, last thing you want to do is take that bolt that I started off with untaken off. We're going to just throw it back on there. So let's get into tightening that up. Now again, remember what I said, you do have to use your flathead to tighten it. Right now, I'm just like tightening it as far as I can go without it. Because again, as you can see, the engine is now spinning itself, which is not allowing me to tighten it. So what you gotta do is take that flathead, remember, stick it in here, stick it in the little slit, push it away from the way that you want to tighten, so it like gives it some force, and then just tighten it. It is a little easier doing this with somebody to help you, but damn, that hurt it. But we don't got nobody to help us, so we just gonna make do with what we got. So I feel like this should be tight enough. Yeah. All right, now that we got that on, we are going to, if I can find them, we are gonna throw our new head gasket on, the exhaust. And then after we throw the exhaust back on, we will button up we'll tighten up the engine bolt mounts or the engine bolts. And then from there, we will see how much do we actually have to cut into the frame to make this thing fit. So we got that on there. Where's my exhaust? And not cut the frame, but drill into it. Some of you guys will know I do have, like, I don't know, man. I stutter a lot and all that stuff. But I'm pretty sure you guys get like the general idea of what I be saying. Right? Right? Drop a like if you understand what I be saying in these videos. If not, leave a comment and let me know that I just be rambling and all over the place. Maybe I'll try to fix it somehow. All right, so because I wrap my engine in this, or my exhaust in this material, it's kind of hard for me to throw the bolt on. So just give me 1 second to focus. Maybe I could get this thing on here. Alright, so we're gonna try to just slide the pipe and nuts on, so that it has some room to pop it on. And there we go. All right, let's see. Just gonna take these little pliers right here, tighten it up as much as we can. Look like it ain't gonna be much, but whatever we could get out of it will work. Okay, now we just gotta tighten up the bolts, and then we can try to fit the engine into the bike and see what do we have to do from there to make this thing a reality. So let's jump into the time lapse. I'll see you guys in a couple seconds.
Better ask her about it. Niggas really going up. Better ask her about it.
All right, so we got everything all buttoned up. The engine's ready to jump back in. So what we have to do now is take our back tire, even though it's not fully painted, we need to throw it on to the frame so we can put the chain on and see exactly how far we need to put the engine plate to see where the new holes need to be drilled. So let's get into that.
Really going up. Better ask her about it. Niggas really turning up. Better ask her about it. Niggas really turning up. Better ask her about it. So daddies and they turning up. They ain't never show no love. Now a nigga going up. Now y'all want.
All right, guys, so it's looking like we are gonna have to cut the chain tension bracket. It's in the way. It keeps hitting the pulley at the bottom. So just gonna have to get rid of it. I was thinking about painting the white walls mint, but I kind of like the white. I don't know, man. Just gotta finish putting it together and see how I like it. But I think I'm gonna take it upstairs real quick, cut the piece, and then come back downstairs. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so as you can see, I put the whole bike together. It's all just like, it's not like fully together. It's just basically there so I can test fit everything. I did go outside and cut the bracket, but if I get over here and show you, it actually is still directly on the pulley. So I am gonna have to cut this off all the way. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. It's really late, I'm tired, and I think we got enough done on the bike today. So let me know what you guys think so far. The only thing left we have to do is get rid of this because it's gonna be in the way of the chain. Yeah, only thing left to do is get a new seat, take off the tires, paint them mint, paint this piece right here. As you can see, we got the back bracket matching the green, but I think I want to do the mint color on that too. And then bars and forks, I think that's all. But besides that, only thing we should have to do is cut that bracket right there, and then we should be able to start it. I'm hoping. It is supposed to snow again tomorrow, so I will try to get the cutting at least out the way. The engine will be able to sit, I guess, another couple days until the snow start melting again. But while it does that, I guess I could paint the sprocket, because I do want a different color sprocket, and I can do like touch-ups on the white walls. I'm not a professional, but I did the best that I can do. So I think I'm gonna just like go over them one more time in white, just so I can like straighten out the lines perfectly, and then hit it with the mint. And then for bars and forks, I think we're gonna go with black. I kind of like that combination. Just gotta see. I'm not too sure yet, man. But yeah, man, this is how the bike came out so far. Tell me how you like it. Definitely gonna have to replace the tank at some point. Amazon did some BS. I thought it was gonna be a bigger tank, but you know, Amazon gets people. So what can you do, man? You can only work with what you got, and that's what I'm gonna do, man. But anyway, we're gonna end this. Oh, before we end this video, after we get all that stuff done, maybe within the next 2 or 3 videos, we will be working on my girl's bike, but we're gonna be doing something a little bit different to hers. So I took the pit bike out today to go ride it, and what do you know? The pulley broke. So I don't feel like doing nothing with this, like, at all whatsoever. So I think what I'm gonna do is start stripping this bike down, take the forks off, put them on here, and then try to mount this rear back end to there to see. Oh, they even got a hole for a shock. So this might be a perfect split, man. Let me know if you guys want to see this come to life. Leave a like, leave a comment. You know, also sub. You know, we about to do something crazy with this one. I really didn't think that this was gonna work, but now that I seen that, that's what we gonna work on. In the next video, we gonna finish that off. We're gonna cut the piece. And then realistically, that's it. Like, we just gonna wait till the snow to pass to put gas in there, start it up, all that extra stuff to see if everything run good. So after we cut that piece tomorrow, we gonna start working directly on her bike. As y'all see, she need a full sanding. So we going all the way back to our first video, step 1, sanding and prepping for paint, man. The only difference between me and my girlfriend's frame, I'm actually gonna get hers done right. I do got my friend, my boy Derek Cologne on Facebook. He is a painter and he is going to paint this up. She do want to go back with purple again, so basically we just gotta sand it down, get it ready for paint, and then, you know, he respray it. But once we get it back, you know, we're gonna have to, or you know what, maybe before we do it. All right, I got a thing, man. Next video I got coming out, I'm gonna let you guys know if I'm gonna put it together first to see if everything work out and then take it back apart so he can paint it, or if I'm gonna like just send it to him, let him paint it, then try to figure out everything later. I think it might be easier just to do it the other way, just in case there's anything that need to be cut or anything. I don't have to do it with the fresh paint on it. So I think that's how we're gonna do it. Again, leave a like, comment, sub. We bring y'all some crazy content this summer, man. We got some shows we got coming up. We got some meets we want to do. We got a lot of stuff. So make sure y'all hit that like, hit that sub, so y'all get this. Jeez, I know I gotta stop saying. I be so lost in my head, guys. It's just hard to get it all out because it get jumbled up. So I'm gonna just end this video. We out of here, guys. I already took up enough time. Peace.
I've been going crazy. I've been going wild since a juvenile. It be murder if I think I